The Galactic Council's mockery. In the heart of the galaxy, the Galactic Council held their meeting in a grand, shimmering hall. The room was filled with representatives from various alien worlds, each seated in ornate chairs that floated above the ground. The walls were lined with glowing screens displaying the latest news and updates from across the galaxy. The Council was the most powerful organization in the universe, and they prided themselves on their advanced technology and superior knowledge. Today's meeting was buzzing with excitement. The Council was discussing the latest reports from their scouts about Earth. A senior Council member, a tall alien with purple skin and many eyes, was addressing the room. He was known for his sharp wit and disdain for anything he considered beneath his notice. "Let us review the latest report on human technology," he announced. His voice was smooth and confident, echoing through the hall. "Our scouts have sent detailed information about their firearms." The screens in the hall flickered, and images of human guns appeared. They looked crude and outdated compared to the sleek, futuristic weapons used by the Council. The aliens in the room began to murmur among themselves, their voices filled with amusement. A shorter alien with bright green scales and a high-pitched voice spoke up. "Look at these! They resemble ancient Earth weapons. How can anyone consider these a threat?" Another member, a being with a head like a giant jellyfish, floated forward. "I've heard that these human guns are referred to as firearms. Such primitive technology! Our weapons can disintegrate entire planets. How could these old-fashioned tools even compare?" Laughter filled the hall. The Council members chuckled and exchanged jokes about how humans were still stuck in the past. The mocking continued, and it was clear that the Council had no respect for human technology. In a corner of the hall, a human representative sat quietly. He had been invited to this meeting to present information about Earth and its advancements. His name was Dr. John Carter, a scientist who had dedicated his life to studying and improving human technology. He had hoped for a serious discussion but was now facing ridicule. Dr. Carter's face turned red with frustration. He could hear the snickers and comments about his people's technology. He knew that humans were often underestimated by other races, but seeing it happen in such an open and dismissive way was infuriating. One of the Council members, a tall alien with shimmering blue skin, made a snide remark. "I suppose these firearms are meant to be our new threat. I'd love to see these humans try to use them against us. It would be like a child playing with a toy." The laughter grew louder, and Dr. Carter clenched his fists. He was about to say something when the Council's leader, a majestic being with a glowing aura, raised a hand to silence the room. "Let us not waste too much time on these trivial matters," the leader said in a voice that resonated with authority. "We have more important issues to discuss. The humans' technology is of no consequence to us." With that, the meeting shifted to other topics, but the laughter and mocking continued in the background. Dr. Carter left the hall feeling deeply disheartened, but determined. He knew that the Council's dismissive attitude was based on ignorance, and he was resolved to change that perception. As he walked away, Dr. Carter began to devise a plan. He would show the Galactic Council just how advanced and effective human technology could be. He would prove that humanity was not to be underestimated. This was not just about defending human pride, it was about demonstrating the true capabilities of Earth's innovations. The Council's mockery was a challenge that Dr. Carter could not ignore. He knew that their laughter would only end when they saw human technology in action, and he was ready to take on that challenge. As he left the grand hall, a determined smile spread across his face. He would make sure that the next time the Council talked about Earth, it would be with respect and awe. The human challenge, Dr. John Carter paced in his quarters aboard the diplomatic ship. The room was small but comfortable, filled with advanced technology that the humans had worked hard to develop. The walls were lined with screens displaying various news feeds and updates from Earth. Despite the comfort, Dr. Carter felt uneasy. The mockery he had faced from the Galactic Council still echoed in his mind. He paused in front of a large window, staring out at the vastness of space. The stars twinkled in the distance, and he wondered how many of them had witnessed the Council's ridicule. He knew that his people deserved better. They had worked tirelessly to advance their technology and were now being dismissed as insignificant. A soft chime interrupted his thoughts. It was a message from the Council's headquarters. Dr. Carter activated the screen, and a familiar face appeared, an alien named Zarek, who was the Council's liaison with Earth. Zarek looked concerned, but also curious. "Dr. Carter," Zarek began, "I have received your request for a formal demonstration of human technology. The Council is intrigued but skeptical. They want to know what you have planned." Dr. Carter straightened up and took a deep breath. "Thank you, Zarek. I assure you this demonstration will be something you will not forget. We have been working on our firearms to ensure they are up to the task." Zarek's eyes widened slightly. "Very well. I will inform the Council of your preparations. They will expect a detailed presentation. Please make sure your demonstration is both impressive and convincing." With that, the screen went dark. Dr. Carter felt a surge of determination. This was his chance to prove the worth of human technology and silence the doubters once and for all. Over the next few days, Dr. Carter and his team worked tirelessly. They fine-tuned their firearms, adding enhancements that would showcase their true power. They designed a special arena where the demonstration would take place, a controlled environment that would allow the Council to see the guns in action without endangering anyone. The big day arrived. The Galactic Council gathered once more in the Grand Hall, their expectations high but their doubts still strong. The arena was set up in the center of the hall, surrounded by a transparent shield to ensure safety. The members of the Council took their seats, their eyes fixed on the stage where the demonstration would unfold. Dr. Carter and his team stood backstage, ready to begin. Each member of the team was focused and serious. They had prepared a detailed presentation, but they knew that the true test would be the performance of the firearms. As the lights dimmed and a hush fell over the audience, Dr. Carter stepped onto the stage. His heart pounded, but he maintained a confident demeanor. He began by explaining the improvements made to the human firearms, highlighting their precision, power, and versatility. "We have integrated advanced targeting systems and enhanced ammunition," Dr. Carter explained. "These upgrades are designed to demonstrate the full potential of human technology." He then invited a few council members to examine the firearms up close. The aliens were skeptical but curious. They inspected the guns, noting the sleek design and advanced components. Some members even whispered among themselves, still not fully convinced. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. Dr. Carter and his team prepared the firearms for testing. The first test would demonstrate the accuracy of the guns. A series of targets, set at varying distances, were placed around the arena. Each target was equipped with sensors to measure the impact and accuracy of the shots. Dr. Carter took a deep breath and signaled for the test to begin. One of the team members stepped up to the firing line and aimed at the first target. With a steady hand, he pulled the trigger. The gun fired with a sharp crack and the target was hit dead center. The sensors lit up, showing a perfect score. The council members leaned forward, their expressions a mix of surprise and curiosity. Dr. Carter continued with the next tests, each one showcasing a different feature of the firearms. The guns proved their effectiveness in various scenarios, from high-speed tracking to powerful shots that could penetrate advanced alien materials. As the demonstration progressed, the laughter and mockery from earlier began to fade. The council members were increasingly impressed by the performance of the human firearms. The once doubting faces now showed a growing respect. By the end of the demonstration, the arena was filled with applause. The council members, who had once dismissed human technology as outdated, now viewed it with newfound respect. Dr. Carter stood on the stage, a satisfied smile on his face. He had shown that human technology was not only relevant, but also formidable. As the council members began to discuss the demonstration, Dr. Carter knew that this was just the beginning. The challenge had been met, and the respect he sought had been earned. The next steps would be crucial, but for now, he felt a deep sense of accomplishment. Getting ready as. The day of the demonstration approached. Dr. John Carter and his team worked around the clock. The Galactic Council had agreed to witness a showcase of human firearms, and Dr. Carter was determined to make it a success. He knew this was his chance to prove that human technology was far more advanced than the Council had ever imagined. In a large, bustling workshop aboard the diplomatic ship, Dr. Carter and his team were hard at work. The room was filled with the hum of machinery and the clinking of tools. Engineers and scientists were focused on their tasks, assembling and testing the firearms. The walls were lined with blueprints, and various parts of the guns were spread out on workbenches. Dr. Carter moved through the room, checking on each team member's progress. His face was set with determination, but he could also see the excitement and nervousness in the eyes of his colleagues. Everyone knew the importance of this demonstration, and it was clear that their hard work would be under intense scrutiny. "Make sure the targeting systems are calibrated precisely," Dr. Carter instructed one of his engineers. "We need the guns to perform flawlessly. Any error could be disastrous." The engineer nodded and adjusted the settings on a sleek firearm. The gun was one of the latest models, equipped with advanced optics and enhanced firing mechanisms. It was designed to showcase the very best of human technology. Meanwhile, another team member worked on the ammunition. The bullets were not ordinary. They had been specially designed to penetrate alien materials. The team had developed a new type of projectile that combined precision and power, aiming to impress the skeptical council members. Dr. Carter glanced at a large digital clock on the wall. The countdown to the demonstration had begun. There was still so much to do, but the team was making good progress. They were working with a sense of urgency and purpose, knowing that every detail mattered. In a quieter corner of the workshop, Dr. Carter reviewed the final plans for the demonstration. He had created a detailed schedule for the event, including various tests and presentations. The demonstration was not just about firing the guns, it was about showing the council the full range of their capabilities. "Everything has to be perfect," Dr. Carter muttered to himself. He reviewed the list of targets that would be used in the arena. They had been designed to simulate different scenarios, from long-range shots to rapid-fire sequences. Each target was equipped with sensors to provide real-time feedback on the performance of the firearms. As the team worked, Dr. Carter's assistant, a young scientist named Emily, approached with a worried expression. "Dr. Carter, we've encountered a minor issue with one of the guns. The firing mechanism isn't responding as expected." Dr. Carter frowned and followed Emily to the workbench where the problem had been discovered. He examined the gun carefully, noticing the issue with the firing mechanism. It was a crucial component, and any malfunction could jeopardize the entire demonstration. "Let's fix this quickly," Dr. Carter said, his voice steady. "We don't have much time." Emily and another team member began to troubleshoot the problem. Dr. Carter offered guidance and support, making sure they had all the tools and parts needed for the repair. It was a tense moment, but the team worked efficiently, determined to resolve the issue. After some adjustments and testing, the problem was fixed. The gun was now functioning perfectly. Dr. Carter breathed a sigh of relief. He knew that every detail had to be flawless, and this setback had only strengthened his resolve. As the final preparations were made, Dr. Carter took a moment to reflect. The demonstration was not just about proving the effectiveness of human firearms, it was about changing perceptions. The Galactic Council had dismissed human technology as outdated, and Dr. Carter was determined to show them otherwise. The team gathered for a final briefing before the big day. Dr. Carter addressed everyone with a confident smile. "We've worked incredibly hard to get to this point. The Council will be watching us closely, but I know we're ready. Let's make sure we show them what human technology can really do." The team members nodded, their faces showing a mix of determination and anticipation. They knew that the demonstration would be a pivotal moment, and they were ready to rise to the challenge. As the workshop quieted down and the final preparations were completed, Dr. Carter felt a sense of pride. The hard work and dedication of his team had brought them to this moment. The demonstration would be a chance to showcase their innovations and prove that humans were a force to be reckoned with. With everything in place, Dr. Carter felt a renewed sense of confidence. The day of the demonstration was almost here, and he was ready to face the Galactic Council and show them that human technology was not to be underestimated. The big day, the day of the demonstration, arrived, and the Galactic Council's grand hall was abuzz with anticipation. The hall was a massive, circular space with walls made of shimmering crystal, reflecting the light from the stars outside. The council members, with their various alien forms and colors, took their seats in an elevated viewing area that overlooked the central arena. The atmosphere was filled with a mix of excitement and skepticism. Many council members had not yet fully accepted that human technology could rival their own. They exchanged whispers and glances, some still chuckling at the thought of human firearms being a threat. Dr. John Carter and his team stood backstage, their nerves tingling with a mix of excitement and anxiety. The team had worked tirelessly over the past few days, and now it was time to put everything to the test. The backstage area was bustling with activity. Technicians made final adjustments to the equipment, and the firearms were carefully prepared for the demonstration. Dr. Carter looked at his watch, noting that there was only a short time left before the presentation began. He took a deep breath, trying to steady his nerves. His team members, who had become like family over the past few weeks, looked at him with encouraging smiles. "We're ready," Dr. Carter said, his voice firm. "Let's show them what we can do." As the lights in the hall dimmed, a spotlight focused on the center of the arena. The council members turned their attention to the stage. Their curiosity piqued. The arena was set up with various targets and obstacles designed to test the firearms in different scenarios. Dr. Carter stepped out onto the stage, his heart pounding. He walked to the center where a podium awaited him. The council members watched intently, their eyes following his every move. "Greetings, esteemed members of the Galactic Council," Dr. Carter began, his voice steady and clear. "Thank you for giving us this opportunity to showcase human technology. Today, we will demonstrate the capabilities of our firearms, which we believe will impress you." He signaled to his team, who began to position the firearms and set up the demonstration equipment. The first part of the presentation focused on accuracy. Dr. Carter explained the features of the firearms and their advanced targeting systems. The guns had been equipped with high-precision optics and adjustable settings to enhance their performance. A team member stepped forward and picked up one of the firearms. He took aim at the first target, which was placed at a considerable distance. With a smooth pull of the trigger, the gun fired a single shot. The target was hit dead center, and a series of lights flashed to indicate the accuracy. The council members leaned forward, their expressions a mix of surprise and intrigue. Dr. Carter continued, explaining how the firearms could adapt to various conditions and environments. The next part of the demonstration involved rapid-fire capabilities. The team set up a series of moving targets that simulated different scenarios, such as high-speed tracking and multiple targets. Another team member stepped up and demonstrated the rapid-fire feature. The gun fired in quick succession, each shot hitting its target with precision. The sensors on the targets recorded the performance, showing how effectively the gun could handle fast-paced situations. As the demonstration progressed, the council members' reactions became more animated. The once dismissive aliens now watched with growing respect and interest. The firearms were performing beyond expectations, showcasing their power and versatility. Dr. Carter introduced the final part of the demonstration, the penetration test. The team had prepared a set of targets made from advanced alien materials. These materials were known for their durability and resistance to conventional weapons. One by one, the firearms were tested against the alien materials. The bullets penetrated the targets with ease, leaving impressive impact marks. The council members' eyes widened in astonishment as they witnessed the effectiveness of the human technology. Dr. Carter stood at the center of the stage, feeling a sense of accomplishment. The demonstration had gone as planned, and the council members were now taking the technology seriously. He could see the change in their expressions, from skepticism to genuine interest. As the final test concluded, the lights in the hall brightened, and a wave of applause erupted from the audience. The council members clapped and cheered, acknowledging the impressive performance of the human firearms. Dr. Carter and his team took a bow, their faces beaming with pride. The hard work and dedication had paid off, and the demonstration had successfully changed the council's perception of human technology. As the applause continued, Dr. Carter felt a deep sense of satisfaction. He had achieved what he set out to do, prove that human technology was not only capable, but also impressive. The Galactic Council now saw humanity in a new light, and the future held new possibilities for collaboration and respect. With the demonstration complete, Dr. Carter and his team gathered backstage, sharing smiles and congratulations. The big day had been a success, and they were ready to face whatever came next. The respect of the Galactic Council was a significant achievement, and it was just the beginning of a new chapter in humanity's journey through the galaxy. The first shots fired. The excitement in the Galactic Council's Grand Hall had reached a fever pitch. After the impressive demonstration of human firearms, the council members were eager to see the guns in action. Dr. John Carter and his team were ready to deliver the most thrilling part of the presentation, the live firing test. The arena had been carefully prepared for this moment. Various targets were set up at different distances and angles. Some were designed to simulate moving objects, while others represented various alien materials. The stage was set for a live demonstration of the firearms' power and accuracy. Dr. Carter stepped onto the stage once again, his face showing a mixture of confidence and determination. The council members watched with keen interest, their eyes fixed on the setup. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation. "Esteemed members of the Galactic Council," Dr. Carter began, "we have shown you the capabilities of our firearms through static tests. Now, we will demonstrate their real power by firing live shots." He signaled to his team, who began to prepare the firearms for the live test. Each gun was carefully loaded with special ammunition designed to showcase their effectiveness. The team worked efficiently, ensuring that every detail was perfect. The first test involved firing at stationary targets. These targets were placed at various distances, each equipped with sensors to measure the impact and accuracy of the shots. A team member stepped up to the firing line, holding one of the advanced firearms. The council members leaned forward, eager to see the guns in action. The team member took aim and fired. The shot was clean and precise, hitting the target dead center. The sensors recorded the impact, and the results were displayed on a large screen for everyone to see. The accuracy was impressive, and the council members exchanged approving glances. Next, the focus shifted to the moving targets. These were designed to test the firearms' tracking and rapid-fire capabilities. The targets moved at various speeds and angles, simulating real-world scenarios where quick and accurate shooting was essential. Another team member stepped up and began firing at the moving targets. The gun fired rapidly, each shot hitting its mark with remarkable precision. The council members watched in awe as the targets were struck one after another. The performance was flawless, and the advanced technology of the firearms was evident. Dr. Carter's heart raced with excitement. This was the moment when the firearms would prove their worth, and he was determined to make it a success. He could see the change in the council members' expressions. What had started as skepticism was now turning into admiration. The final part of the live test involved the alien materials. These targets were known for their strength and resistance to conventional weapons. The firearms were equipped with specially designed ammunition to penetrate these tough materials. The team prepared the firearms for this challenging test. Each gun was loaded with high-impact rounds, designed to showcase their power. Dr. Carter watched closely as the team member aimed at the first alien material target. The gun fired with a powerful blast. The projectile struck the target with force, and the impact was recorded on the sensors. The target showed clear signs of damage, and the council members' eyes widened in surprise. The firearms had successfully penetrated the alien materials, proving their effectiveness. The live firing test was a resounding success. The firearms had performed exceptionally well, exceeding the council members' expectations. The arena was filled with applause and cheers as the audience reacted to the impressive display. Dr. Carter and his team felt a wave of relief and pride. The hard work and preparation had paid off, and the demonstration had shown that human technology was indeed formidable. The respect of the Galactic Council was now firmly established. As the applause continued, Dr. Carter took a moment to reflect on the journey that had brought them to this point. The ridicule and skepticism from earlier had been replaced by genuine respect and admiration. The demonstration had been a turning point, and the future looked promising. The council members began to discuss the results, their conversations filled with excitement and curiosity. Dr. Carter knew that this was just the beginning of a new chapter in humanity's relationship with the galaxy. The successful demonstration had opened doors to new opportunities and possibilities. With the live firing test complete, Dr. Carter and his team prepared to wrap up the presentation. They had achieved their goal of showcasing the power and precision of human firearms, and the response from the council had been overwhelmingly positive. As the team gathered backstage, they exchanged smiles and congratulations. The day had been a triumph, and the hard work had paid off. Dr. Carter felt a deep sense of accomplishment as he looked at his team. They had proven that human technology was not only advanced, but also capable of making a significant impact. With the demonstration behind them, Dr. Carter was ready to face the future with renewed confidence. The respect of the Galactic Council was a significant achievement, and he looked forward to the new opportunities and collaborations that lay ahead. Shock and awe. The arena was buzzing with energy after the impressive display of human firearms. The Galactic Council members, once skeptical, were now deeply intrigued by the demonstration. The powerful performance of the human weapons had caused a shift in their perceptions. Dr. John Carter and his team had achieved what many thought impossible. They had captured the Council's full attention. As the demonstration concluded, Dr. Carter and his team stood proudly on the stage. The applause from the Council members was loud and enthusiastic. The hum of conversation filled the grand hall as the Council members discussed what they had just witnessed. Dr. Carter could see the change in the atmosphere. The council members, who had previously been dismissive, were now visibly impressed. Their expressions ranged from surprise to outright awe. Some members whispered excitedly to one another, clearly amazed by the capabilities of the human firearms. One council member, an elderly alien with shimmering blue skin, approached Dr. Carter with a look of genuine admiration. "Your technology is remarkable," the alien said in a voice that carried a hint of respect. "We did not expect such precision and power from human weapons." Dr. Carter smiled, feeling a sense of satisfaction. "Thank you," he replied. "We worked hard to showcase the best of our technology. It's an honor to be recognized by the council." The elderly alien nodded and gestured to a group of younger council members. "These are the members who were most skeptical. I think they are beginning to see the potential of human technology." Dr. Carter glanced over at the younger council members. They were deep in conversation, their faces showing a mix of curiosity and surprise. It was clear that the demonstration had made a significant impact on them. As the crowd continued to buzz with excitement, Dr. Carter's team gathered around him. They exchanged smiles and high fives, their faces beaming with pride. The successful demonstration had been a major achievement, and the team was eager to celebrate their success. Emily, one of the team members, looked at Dr. Carter with wide eyes. "Did you see their reactions? They're really impressed." Dr. Carter nodded. "Yes, it's incredible. We've shown them that human technology is not to be underestimated." The council members began to make their way to the stage, eager to speak with Dr. Carter and his team. They were now interested in learning more about the technology and how it could be applied in various scenarios. The earlier skepticism had been replaced with genuine curiosity and respect. One by one, the council members approached Dr. Carter, asking questions about the firearms and their capabilities. Dr. Carter and his team answered each question with enthusiasm, explaining the advanced features and innovations behind the technology. As the discussions continued, Dr. Carter noticed that the council members were no longer just asking questions. They were actively exploring possibilities for collaboration. They discussed how human technology could be integrated with their own and the potential benefits of such a partnership. The atmosphere in the grand hall was one of excitement and possibility. The successful demonstration had not only showcased human technology but also opened the door for future cooperation between humans and the Galactic Council. The respect and admiration of the council members marked a significant milestone in humanity's journey through the galaxy. Dr. Carter looked around at his team, feeling a deep sense of pride. The hard work and dedication had paid off, and the result was clear: human technology had made a lasting impression. The shock and awe from the council members were a testament to the success of the demonstration. As the evening wore on, the celebrations continued. The council members were eager to discuss potential projects and collaborations. Dr. Carter and his team were excited about the possibilities and looked forward to the new opportunities that lay ahead. The demonstration had not only proven the capabilities of human firearms, but also paved the way for future advancements and partnerships. The respect and interest from the Galactic Council were a clear indication that humanity's place in the galaxy was evolving. Dr. Carter and his team prepared to leave the Grand Hall, their spirits high. The journey had been challenging, but the rewards were substantial. They had achieved their goal and made a significant impact on the galaxy's most influential group. As they walked out of the hall, Dr. Carter reflected on the day's events. The shock and awe from the council members were a powerful reminder of the progress humanity had made. The future was bright, and the possibilities were endless. With a sense of accomplishment and anticipation, Dr. Carter and his team stepped into the next chapter of their journey. The demonstration had been a success, and the respect of the Galactic Council was a testament to the power of human innovation and determination. New respect, the Galactic Council's Grand Hall was abuzz with renewed energy. The demonstration of human firearms had transformed the atmosphere from skepticism to admiration. Dr. John Carter and his team had left a lasting impression on the council, and the mood was one of excitement and newfound respect. As the evening progressed, the council members engaged in lively discussions about the potential of human technology. The hall, once filled with doubt, now echoed with conversations about collaboration and innovation. The respect that had been earned was palpable, and Dr. Carter could feel the shift. Dr. Carter and his team were gathered in a private room, reflecting on the successful demonstration. They were tired but elated, knowing that their hard work had paid off. Emily, one of the team members, was excitedly recounting the events of the day. "They were amazed, John," Emily said, her eyes sparkling. "I could see it in their faces." "They actually want to work with us now." Dr. Carter nodded, a satisfied smile on his face. "Yes, it's incredible. We've shown them that human technology is not only effective but also advanced. The respect we've gained is something we should be proud of." The team's conversation was interrupted as a council representative entered the room. The representative was a tall, green-skinned alien with a dignified presence. The alien's eyes conveyed a sense of authority and respect. "Dr. Carter, may I have a moment of your time?" the representative asked. "Of course," Dr. Carter replied. "What can I do for you?" The representative smiled warmly. "On behalf of the Galactic Council, I want to express our deepest appreciation for your demonstration today. Your technology has exceeded our expectations, and we are eager to explore potential collaborations." Dr. Carter's team exchanged pleased glances. The representative's words confirmed the shift in the council's attitude. It was clear that the demonstration had opened doors for future partnerships. "We are honored by your words," Dr. Carter said. "We are excited about the possibilities of working together and exploring new opportunities." The representative nodded. "Excellent. We would like to discuss how we can integrate human technology with our own systems. Your firearms have proven to be both powerful and versatile. We believe there is much we can learn from each other." As the representative continued, Dr. Carter could see the genuine interest and respect in their eyes. The council members were no longer just intrigued, they were actively seeking ways to collaborate. The success of the demonstration had laid the foundation for a strong working relationship. Later that evening, Dr. Carter and his team were invited to a celebratory banquet held in their honor. The banquet took place in a lavish dining hall adorned with decorations from various alien cultures. The atmosphere was festive, and the council members mingled with the human guests. Dr. Carter and his team were warmly welcomed by the council members, who engaged them in lively conversations. The interactions were friendly and open, a stark contrast to the earlier skepticism. The council members asked questions about human technology, culture, and achievements, showing genuine interest in learning more about humanity. As Dr. Carter enjoyed the banquet, he found himself reflecting on the journey that had brought them to this point. The respect and admiration from the council were a testament to the hard work and dedication of his team. The challenges they had faced had only made their success more meaningful. During the banquet, one of the council members, an alien with shimmering silver skin, approached Dr. Carter. The alien was known for their influential role in the council and had been one of the most vocal skeptics before the demonstration. "Dr. Carter," the alien began, extending a hand in greeting, "I wanted to personally congratulate you on a remarkable presentation. Your technology is truly impressive, and I have gained a new respect for human innovation." Dr. Carter shook the alien's hand, feeling a sense of pride. "Thank you. We are thrilled that you find our technology impressive. It has been a pleasure showcasing our capabilities and learning more about your culture as well." The conversation continued, with the alien expressing interest in potential joint projects. The discussion was a promising sign of the collaborative future that lay ahead. Dr. Carter was encouraged by the openness and enthusiasm of the council members. As the evening drew to a close, Dr. Carter and his team felt a deep sense of accomplishment. The respect and interest from the Galactic Council had marked a significant milestone in their journey. The successful demonstration had not only proven the capabilities of human technology, but also opened doors to new possibilities. Dr. Carter looked around at his team, their faces reflecting the joy and satisfaction of a job well done. The respect they had earned was well-deserved, and the future was full of potential.